Hello.
Evening.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, coming through
Good.
good.
Good. How are you doing?
I am good. Just responding to a couple messages
I think
while I've
they've
got a moment.
yeah, I think they've actually started. I'm just trying to load it up on Fumble.
Oh,
Um,
there you go.
they are indeed. Turn zero at the minute, I believe. But there we go. Cool. Yes, so they appear to be on the first turn of the game. So we've not missed much, but there we go. So we've got ahzek playing lizards and dazzamac playing undead, I believe. Just checking that's the right way around.
Yeah, that will be.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. So I've got it open on Fumble, and we are streaming.
Cool. I've got it open myself as well.
Excellent. I will just let some people know, and we can start talking nonsense. Very much just learning how to do this, but enjoying commentating or just watching games in general rather than playing and getting stressed about the dice.
Yeah, it does take takes it off a little bit.
Definitely. And been a bit disappointed that I've not been able to make many of the Team England nights, like Monday nights, as Mondays is our league night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because yeah, they've been quite good when we've had a number of people chatting and watching the same game.
Yeah. They've been pretty good to be fair. I know probably the worst one was the first one, which was my game.
Okay.
Um, but
Did
I
it
think
become more stressful?
yeah. I think like we're still kind of like working out. So like I was like chatting with everyone while I was making plays, and so it took a lot longer because I was very openly talking about what I was doing before actually doing it.
Doing it, yeah. I've done that quite a bit in person, and it can be very helpful. So
Also, just seeing that Daza has done exactly what I said to him, and just you get a foul, go for it.
foul
That
first
foul,
choice, yeah.
yeah, that foul was probably a bit riskier than I would have liked. Like only 2 assists on it. So
So you need one
eight.
at 8.
Yeah. I want the dice to be favourable for an assist. So if I'm doing that, I would go in. It'd be 3 assists minimum for me. Make it a 7+. Um, make it more likely that I'm going to break the armor than not.
Yes, yeah. I
But
mean, I guess it depends.
but it
It's a
worked
chance,
anyway.
but yeah, if it works, it's great. If it doesn't, it's not. But yeah,
Yeah. And,
mathematically, you want a 7 plus to have more than a 50-50 chance.
yeah. Can imagine that he would have wanted those die rolls the other way around. That would have been a nice Kaz
Yeah,
to pick up and potentially eat up the Apo as well. But I mean, it's one less Saurus on the pitch, so
yeah. And
always good.
turn one, it's very, very handy indeed. Um, and yeah, the cost of just was that? I assume it was a skelly rather than what's a zombie, but
Uh, uh,
they're the same. So he's not. He's got full zombies, no skellies line up, hasn't he?
yeah. When I play, I like to have one Skelly. Um, but yeah, when I was talking to him yesterday, he was saying he's just never played with Skellies, um, which is which is fine. It's kind of it you know whether or not to have one Skelly or not is just it's kind of personal preference.
Yeah. So I mean, the big argument in favour is they've got the extra movement, which is nice for fouling. Just
and
getting
and
in.
and keeping up with the cage as well.
Yeah. But zombies are more likely to stay on the pitch. So I guess it's yeah. very much a personal preference thing rather than being clear that there's a right or wrong answer.
Mm.
I found it interesting that that ahzek's gone for one tackle.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's intending to play Euroball or anything like that, where you'd be forced to do something similar.
Yeah, because this is it's UKTC rules, isn't it?
It is indeed. Hi, Dodge, how you doing? I don't know why I'm typing and saying that. I am clearly not very used to streaming at all. But yeah, so it's UKTC rules, which allow as many duplicates as you like. So you say you're chatting to Dazza the other day, so I assume he's local to you, relatively.
No. This was on Discord. This was just just chatting through there. What is your stream, by the way, actually? Because I just realised it's not twitch.tv/Stubacker.
No,
so.
Someone had that, so it's 5TW. Sorry, 5T3W backer.
Right, there we go. Yes, now.
Volume levels are very different. Okay, who is louder? That'd be helpful to work out which to do. I'm very quiet. Okay, let me change that. Okay, we'll see if that's better now. Cool. So I don't know if you're watching from the start, Dodge, but he's about 5 times louder. Okay.
Is that still the case?
I don't know. I've adjusted a bit, so hopefully that will fix it.
He said,
cool.
I think that nope was too
loud. Shout into the mic. Thank you. I've just finished bedtime myself. It was a very late one, probably because Mum's not home and she was taking the piss. So I don't know if you're watching from the start, but there's basically a Saurus KO'd to a zombie fowl who was sent off with the undead receiver. So not I'm better make louder. Okay, cool. Let's do that a little bit. So
probably the easiest way to do that if you're using OBS, you can like decrease your desktop sounds, and that'll sort of decrease me as well.
So I've moved me up and. Is it coming through desktop audio?
I think it would be classed as that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, it's because you're probably duplicated because I'd added Discord as well because I thought I needed to do so. There you go. You can tell this is like the third time I've ever done this. Yeah, hopefully this will be better. Sound is okay now. Cool. So the undead build is fairly standard, but I know some people don't like guard on the mummies or any skill on the mummies just because they're so slow and it leaves them behind.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but because he's gone for I think it's fine because he's gone for the tackle on a white. So when I play undead, if I play 6 skill undead, I go 3 skills on ghouls, and then I go 2 guard whites and 1 guard mummy. But I guess if you still want that free guard and you're having a tackle, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I think, obviously tackle in this matchup is great. You don't know who you're going to be facing. My theory on tackle is it's good to have on teams. Oh, there's 1 in 9 there. That can deal with losing it if the opponent doesn't have dodge. Like, they can deal with it being a superfluous skill. So I like taking it on woodies because if your opponent doesn't have dodge, you've already got an advantage over them innately in terms of speed and agility. And I think undead can are probably similar. If if ahzek had taken a team without any dodge, the undead would be feeling pretty confident anyway.
Yeah.
I would imagine. So I've not played a lot of either of these teams.
A lot of what? Sorry.
Of either of these teams. I definitely haven't played this matchup before. but I find both
No,
of them quite frustrating to play against.
I've played this matchup as the undead once. I've only played a couple tournaments with undead, and I'm trying to play them a bit more. But I played against Spobs lizards, and he went with the the standard 6 block lizard build, and it was very much just for me going into that. It's just very much I want a strength advantage, get off as many Saurus as we can, and see what happens with that. So I know like the general advice is like against Taurus, hit the skinks when you can, but like if the lizard if the lizard player is playing well, playing right, they're not going to give you those chances. So, but they are going to give you hits on the Saurus, and when they lose Saurus,
it's a much bigger loss.
Exactly, it's a loss that can snowball, and that's always been the way that I've played against them.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised he didn't power Apo the KO, to be honest, which is what I think I would have done playing lizards, just because he's down that, because that was that turn. I forget if it was turn 1 or turn 2. Hi, Jimmy, how you doing?
I think that was turn 1.
So yeah, basically playing the entire half without the Saurus is, like you say, it could snowball.
Yeah, it's a kind of scary one though, because it is a bit scary, because like you could well do that, and then the next foul kills one, and at that point it's like you might as well take in a KO, because you're probably not winning. You're probably not turning over on that drive.
Yeah. Dimmy's asking where Daz's skeletons are. They got transformed into zombies overnight. This is his second ever game on Fumble, and he'd thought he'd put zombies in and not skeletons, so that was adjusted. You can, if they beat us, we can call them cheaters. You're fine.
Who do you fancy in this matchup?
I think receiving the undead have probably got to be favourites if they can get a good couple of removals, and obviously they've got one. I don't know either of these. So obviously Daz is from the Midlands, which is a fair way for me. So I haven't bumped into him. And ahzek, I'm sure I'll meet at some point, because London's about an hour for me. But yeah. I've not met him, so I don't know how they play. And when I was looking at the stats, they've sort of got fairly similar levels of experience.
Yeah, because I think counting Fumble and Tabletop, they both played a similar number of games. It's just ahzek's played half of his games are Fumble, the other half Tabletop, whereas Daz is like entirely Tabletop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an unfortunate loss of a skink there.
Yeah. So they're down to 9 on the lizards now, and like you say, I would, if I was playing undead, I'd be pressing home as much as possible.
Absolutely. The thing here, that one Saurus that's down, if it's me playing here, that's a guy that I'm fouling this turn. Like he's getting his head kicked in.
Yeah, so you can get 4 over there, 5 over there if you count the ball carrier.
Don't move that guy. He can foul.
Oh yeah, I guess you got this Saurus to foul. Yeah. Yeah. So the first foul got sent off. And then I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why he hasn't gone for that when he's got. You could get a good 5 assists maybe if you really wanted.
Yeah, it's probably a case of like it just doesn't want to. Like he's lost one guy to fouling. Like he's got one guy guaranteed out of the game. Doesn't want to. Maybe doesn't want to risk another. So I mean, in this, for me in this situation, like your opponent is down 2 on your drive.
Yeah.
You've got a guy on the floor, you've got a lot of control. You've got a lot of time. You know, you might as well give it a go. Um, what
Yeah.
I don't love here is that the mummies are separated from the rest of the team.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I was thinking. And obviously, one way to do that is to move some more of his team sort of towards the mummies, um, which is also towards the lizards. But if he was taking a foul on, say, the Croxagore, perhaps then it's not going to be the worst choice.
would you foul the Crocs or would you stick to Saurus if you have a choice?
I mean, the Saurus have got a skill on them and they're more reliable. So potentially it's situational in that if you know, like you might be looking at the score and number of rerolls and that sort of thing. If they were down to 0 rerolls, then the Crocs' loan is not going to have an impact, and
Yeah, sure.
it could potentially get its tail on one of your key pieces.
I,
We
I
are
think
obsessed with fouling, you're right, Demi.
I think most of the time though, I like if positioning isn't a factor, and I have I have equal opportunity to foul both. I think I'm going for a Saurus over the Crocs just because the Crocs has that 1 in 6 potential of wasting his turn,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's got that turnover potential in him as
Yeah,
well.
and as Demi's just pointed out, he also has thick skull, so you're less likely to get the removal.
Yeah, true. I mean, there are. Oh
The
wow,
skinks are
they
no
just
good at
cannot.
dodging here at all.
Yeah, cannot do these dodges. I was going to say as well, there are matchups where I would be more likely to go for a Crocs than anything else. So like if I was playing Norse and I
Mm-hmm.
get the Crocs out, I then if the Crocs is gone, I then have a Yeti who's then uncontested by everyone else. But then with Undead, you've got 2 mummies. You don't
You
need to
can
worry
deal with
about the
it,
Crocs
yeah.
so much. Exactly.
So the sources sort of the lizards have brought themselves down a bit, and it does leave a massive gap up at the top, which he can get the ball carrier to relatively unimpeded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he can get the ball carrier to almost near the stalling spot, without having to make any dodges.
I mean, the thing is, he doesn't need to here. So I think there's no reason to push it in to push too hard too early.
No, no, it's
Um,
just sort of getting himself so out of range, I guess, almost.
yeah,
Um,
I think the thing that I would be trying to do here is just try to get as much of the team near the halfway, near the LOS to get as much of them back with the rest of the team as you can,
yeah.
and then by doing that you then just separate the lizards.
Ooh, and we've
That
got a Saurus casualty
is
there.
big.
So
It's a bad injury as well, so
yeah, so
lets it go.
okay. So yeah, so 2 Saurus off, and I'd imagine this is gonna. See, yeah, you blitz the skinks with your tiger.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you just go for whatever at this point.
Um, I mean, we're only on
I don't
turn 5, but it's gonna
didn't
be
need to do
difficult for them.
that rush. I mean the
Yeah.
first rush was fine. Didn't need the second.
I wonder if it's to make, because the skink could theoretically have dodged between the 2 Saurus and then out and round. This way, it has to make at least 3 dodges to get anywhere near the ball. Perhaps, I don't know. It's not something that I would have done, I don't think, but there we go. And I guess leave the zombie there, yeah. Tagging those 2 Saurus.
Yeah, he'll make friends with one of them, and oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this half is pretty
It's
much
done.
wrapped up unless
Yeah.
Dazzle makes some kind of huge mistake. Do you go for the score here? You know, you've got a dead Saurus that's not coming back.
Yeah.
Do you consider
Scoring and
the
trying to
score
turn over
and
again.
yeah? Wow.
Yeah. I think you just hold off. Like I can't see the lizards getting to you, and you've just got the chance to do more battering. Like what would be the logic behind scoring?
Sorry. You know what? If this was a turn early, sorry, I was thinking this was a turn earlier. If this was a turn earlier, I would probably consider it, like having 4 turns, particularly when they've used up one of their rerolls and you've still got 3. I'd consider having a go at them then.
At the turnover, okay, yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of bad dice from the lizards.
I mean, we'll see what he's stalling out here, definitely. So,
if Dazzle wins 2-0, 2-0 better, he gets tree.
Okay.
And Dodge gets Dimmy.
I'm not sure who Dodge would prefer. But yeah,
I don't think anyone wants to play tree. That's yeah. I mean, is Tree the only member of TE in the Champions of England?
No, I think there's 4 when we count it. So Tulian's representing Yorkshire.
Of course, yeah, Fulian's in
Southwest, and is it? I will have a look.
Yeah. I mean,
that'd be easy.
Okay. Yeah, okay. There's quite a few actually. Yeah, I mean, I guess like just getting paired up against any of them. It's a match that like, if you're looking to win, it's not the matchup that you really want.
Oh, and Don Vito as well. Yeah.
Oh, Don Vito's in as well. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few.
Northeast. Yeah, and obviously got a couple of Team Wales representing Yorkshire, the suburb of Wales, obviously.
Yeah. Oh my God, this Croxagore is terrible.
But I guess it's I guess it's sort of dependent, you know, on your attitude. Obviously, if you're playing a Team England player, they're going to be good and it will be a difficult game, but you might also want to take the scalp as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's like the situations where, I mean, when I go to tournaments, the situations where I do want to play against a good player. It's like I'm happy in like round 3 to get paired against, like, you know, arguably the toughest coach there, but you know, in any kind of event, early rounds, like give me an easier opponent. Let me find my footing. Let me ease into it.
Fair enough. I mean, so it's basically a round robin format. So one person in your team will have to play all of the national players at some point.
Right.
So yeah, I guess it's who's going to do that. So he's managed to get a tackle zone on the ball now. I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult to get that away.
No, and can quite easily hit that and then bring the goal back with the rest of the team in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, and he probably wants to stall out one more turn just because of the Skink's movement.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, that was the tackle. That guy having tackle and not block has put him on the floor twice now.
Yeah. I don't recall it being useful either.
No.
So far, but we'll see how it goes. Interesting that he's put the mummy there, because I would have probably blitzed with the ghoul in the middle. I was blitzing the ball carrier.
Yeah, I mean the problem here is that if he didn't go down, they did up to score. Yeah, I think like what I would have probably done there, if I moved the mummy in, potentially moved the mummy in the other side, blitz blitz that guy with someone else.
Yeah.
And then if I get him down, you kind of have a. He had most of the cage formed already. Just jump into that and hold off for another turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting. But
Dimmy's not happy with that mad score.
Easy stall. Yeah, I think I agree. I think I would have blitzed with the blodging ghoul in the middle, and hit from where the mummy was to ensure that you're pushing them away, and he could move up slightly if needed.
Interesting as well. No one recovered from KO there, so still, so he's out 2 Saurus at the moment. So a 50-50 that that we see. Yeah, only 4 for the second half, which would be awful.
Okay, and Daz has left his tackle white on the bench here, which I think is interesting because if the Lizards are going to score, they have to get a skink deep into the half. On this turn.
I think that's definitely a choice. Yeah, giving them 2 turns, they're gonna have to potato someone up. So yeah, you want them just to get the knockdown. Not sure what the thinking was there. No. I think if anything there, just to save a player, just in case there's like, just in case you get changing weather to sunny or anything like that. I'd potentially leave off either a mummy or a blodge ghoul, just to keep them protected from any kickoff events. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's not something I considered. So that's gonna. What do you do? Do you push everyone up on the line?
I mean, he could just throw the free guard in there if he wants.
Looks like he's doing, at least partially doing that. Just because it's going to give him more hits on his turn 8 as well, isn't it? So the sweltering heat on the weather table, it can affect games in ways that I hadn't considered. I played Tree in a high health mirror match and chose to kick, knowing it was sweltering heat, but not thinking that would leave me down players for my attempt at a 1 turn. Which was an interesting lesson, which I probably won't have learned. I'll probably forget it next time it comes up. But as you mentioned, leaving key players off now for that, it's an interesting. I mean, it's very unlikely to come up.
I mean, it isn't just that as well. It's also just in case you get a vicious ref. It's
true.
Because you could get someone sent off for that as well. Also, like, super unlikely because you have to pick that. It has to land on that player, and then you have to roll the 1. But it just takes it takes that possibility of losing that player from very slim chance to 0 chance.
And I guess if you've got a really really key player, so I guess the tackler is possibly going to be the key player for the second half.
No, but like you said as well, it's like for the Lizards to score here, they have to throw someone up, and you want the tackler there to just completely deny any chance, because I think like the way Dazzle loses this is the Lizards pull off the score now, and then they manage they manage to hold off and score on their drive.
Okay, well that's the reroll gone.
Yeah, I had to reroll that. Didn't move any skinks up yet.
Oh, well, there you go. Not going.
Well, it still can. It just has to move a skink up.
Yeah, but he's only got. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. Sorry, I forgot that.
No. Because it somehow landed on someone.
Okay. Yeah. So whether he wants to run a skink up, can he? So that was the handoff, wasn't he? So obviously you're not passing with a Saurus, but you're going to need that Saurus free to hand off next turn.
I mean they don't need to be free this turn, but they need to have a buddy that can free them up. So having them sort of bunched together on the line like this is fine. You can get out of that quite easily.
Okay. I'd imagine he might be trying to blitz the ball carrier free. So that's so he's got. In fact, he's got 1 dice on the ball, on the mummy with a tackler at the minute. No, he hasn't. Ignore me. So that it has to be the skink that was going to catch the ball as a scoring threat as well, because this one won't be in range. 2, 3.
Oh
4,
wow.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's yeah, that
nice
that really helps.
So yeah, the skink at the back can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 squares into the half without a rush.
That tackle once again.
Not paying up.
Yeah.
Is he going for the source score? That's interesting. Okay.
Okay, so he's allowing the hit, but
yeah.
I mean the problem here is yeah, I mean the problem here is that, like, you know, you can't the surf here is so easy because you can go, because the mummy can hit the mummy that's standing can hit the skink next to him.
Yeah.
And then anyone can just get in there behind the Saurus, and then you can just two appeal surf, and then that's potentially another.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if he sees it. Yeah, because looking as well, I can do it all without any rushes.
Yeah. Dimmy's saying you hit the skink.
No, he's absolutely right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you put 2 ghouls on the sideline behind the Saurus. Yeah, and you just hit the skink. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You might not have seen it. Okay, so he can blitz himself free, but would need a POW to not have to dodge. I guess he would have left himself open to counter surf, which perhaps he didn't want to do. Okay, so he'd definitely need to dodge. Yeah, I think had you seen it, blitzing, surfing the source is definitely the right play. Just because you got a decent chance of it sitting out as well.
Dimmy's not happy with this.
No.
Nah.
Dimmy just isn't happy with the game of Blood Bowl in general. He he loves to hate it in a way.
No, I do agree. It's like, looking at that, I was like, now the surf side, clearly Dimmy saw it a lot better than me, but I mean, like, you gotta look at that and be like, you gotta surf the guy. I mean,
I guess the risk is that the maneuver will play. Oh, okay, that's.
These dodge rolls have been.
He's used the apple on that one at least.
Yeah, I mean, it has to at that point.
But yeah, with the surf, I guess the 2 pieces that you're putting either side are probably your ghouls, because they're the ones that you can more easily maneuver there.
Yeah.
And it does then leave you at the risk of a counter surf on a ghoul.
Yeah, but I mean,
in this,
Yeah. I mean, in this situation, I'm fine with that. It's like, okay, well, like you could lose one ghoul. Let's say it's even a blodge ghoul, and you lose them, but your opponent's they just had a Saurus surfed. They're already down one Saurus as well. That surf, good chance, almost 50% chance of it being an actual removal as well.
Yeah, yeah. And you can't get counter surf if you do a 4-box. Yeah, if you got enough players. Oh yeah, my stream title, I forgot to update it because the game started earlier than we expected. So I don't know if I can update that. Let's have a look. Let's learn, shall we, Spliggy? Hi, how you doing, man? How's your retirement from NAF duties? Oh, I counted it quite quickly.
Just in case anyone missed it as well, both the lizard KOs did come back, so appoing that skink was important. Does give the 11 players for the drive, but it is it's a skink replacing a Saurus though.
Yeah. But it's better than being down players, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, and it's a guaranteed comeback. I guess I would have used it on the KO Saurus turn 1.
What is this up?
I don't know. It leaves. If Blitz comes, it leaves an opportunity for the undead to get around this side. But these Saurus are doing nothing.
Yeah, so in this situation, if he fails that pickup, he's kind of needs to re-roll it because he's got to get that with the rest of the team.
Yeah. Okay, so he's covering the ball, nice and sensible. I was wondering if he was going to blitz the the ghoul on the end, which is why left them there, but nice. So he's got 3 less with the Crocs in the net.
Okay, you got a nice power there.
Oh, and a removal. So
why's he put him there? Why is he put him there? What's that Saurus doing there? He could have come back a bit more.
4, 5. He could have come back to next to the Crocs, which would be more useful.
Yeah.
If Crocs heads here.
Whoa, that Croc's tried to ruin the turn. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Good. Yeah. You don't re-roll that. It's been covered. Yeah. He's covered it enough. There's a handful of players there.
Obviously, you send a threat through, which I guess would be that cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can get to.
He can get close by.
Yeah. To make them re-roll the next one.
Yeah, let's give him a little yoo-hoo. Oh.
So who would you blitz here? I was expecting him to use the tackler on that skink that he's just tagged up.
Yeah, I think that hitting a skink does kind of make sense. I mean, one of the block ghouls could hit the skink on the sorry, I'm just looking how you've got your orientation on your stream.
Okay, yeah.
The skink on the bottom.
Oh yeah, he's going that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you definitely follow that. That skink can't do anything.
And is he sending them in to get the zombie or 2 dice on the tackler?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, and then send the other ghoul up, and then so the dodge ghoul up, skillless ghoul up to put a bit more pressure on, and then maybe drop the other one back a little. just as your safety.
But, I mean, the other ghoul can reach the ball just to be there, but I think if he does that, he needs to get someone.
5, 6, 7. It can tag it.
Yeah, but I think you won't. Well,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I mean,
be all on it.
he needs to mark that Blocksaurus that's free, because having a free Saurus, like the blitz is so obvious. Nah, I think that guard should have gone in, give the assist to the
The zombie.
assist to the zombie. That way the zombie knocks away the tackler,
Yeah.
and then the block guy is
tagging the. Yeah.
Yeah, because he can still hit now. It's 2 rushes, but he gets that hit, and then he's next to the Blodge Ghoul as well.
Yeah.
It's not great because that Saurus will be cut off from the rest, but it's better.
It makes the pickup of 3 rather than a 4. But I guess it's putting a lot of pressure on. Well, there you go.
I mean,
these gigs are just
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's like the 4th dodge that's failed, but at the same time as well, starting the turn. Yeah, starting the turn with the 1 in 9 is that. I mean, he's got so many free players. I mean, he's got a free skink at the back. He's got his free Saurus.
Like, why is Saurus?
Yeah, why is he starting with that?
Okay, so you can chain the.
He's chaining them away.
Or not.
That's unfortunate, but unfortunate. But you just take. Yeah. You're so up. You're so up in this position.
Would you just stand on the ball, or would you attempt to pick it up?
I'd go for the pickup because if you get the pickup and the dodge, you've won the game at that point.
Yeah. I think take these hits first.
Yeah.
And see if you can get more removals.
Oh, move that zombie. Move that zombie first.
Might be scared of 3+ dodges, considering. Yeah, that's fair.
No, I mean Daz has not had a problem. Daz has been dodging with guys without dodge.
Oh, another skink down. Well, it's going to be very difficult for the lizards to do much at all now.
Yeah.
Stand up the zombie. Yep.
So I think that zombie should have been basing. I think at this point you're up all these players. All you want is for no one to be able to come and interact with that mess with the ball in case it fails.
Oh, shadowing. I forgot about that. Didn't even mark that. That's the chameleon.
Yeah, I forgot it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, just score, Daz.
Yeah. The
There you go.
Okay, that's almost certainly got to be being barring anything crazy. The one time that I played lizards, I had a post-it note in my dugout which said, "Your chameleons have shadowing and on the ball," just to remind me.
I can imagine a lot of people probably, whenever a team gets a change, people probably could do with doing that, because suddenly a team that you might be mostly familiar with have a dynamic that you weren't aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of times people forget that new Chorfs have disturbing presence in there somewhere.
Mate, I forget that Nurgle have it all the time. So
yeah, you know what? I forget that, and that's the one that you know it's there.
Yeah. Spleggy has a physical barrel to represent the king. Yeah, I've got some as well. Just because painting.
We've gone with this. This isn't even the same setup as before. It's a different crazy setup.
So when I was looking at it yesterday, he's not played lizards in any NAF events before, so it might be the first time. But he's obviously not an inexperienced player.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows what the logic is behind this?
Are we going to see the Crocs?
I'd probably blitz first. Yeah. Zombie on the end, I guess. The skill.
Not with the tackle guy. Not.
Yeah.
Now why hit from that end? Hit him outwards, surely. Like if you get the power on him, knock him out the other way. Oh my god.
Okay, so
he can't do anything on a free.
No. So he's obviously got to try and score quick to have anything left in the game. Oh wait, so the off-balance setup is because he needs to play for the win because they're down in the matchup. So he was going for a quick score. I guess playing for the win now is going to be even trickier.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those things where playing for the win, you have to play quite loose, and you can potentially lose harder because of it. I mean, I've been there. It's not.
It's not great.
Yeah. No, it's not great, but it's kind of at this point, if you want to win or draw, you got to go for it. You got to throw caution to the wind.
Okay, so I guess you're then going to run the other two skinks near to the group just for a little extra protection. But he can, so Dazzamac can block off the route 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a couple of players to force ahzek to roll dice.
Yeah, I think that skink that marked up the zombies there, I think that skink was better off marking up some of the ghouls at the back instead to stop them coming around.
Yeah.
Because those zombies aren't doing anything; they're getting up and moving one.
So it looks like he's going to blitz the Saurus at the front here, and he could chain the ball carrier back a square.
He's already blitzed, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah.
So
He already blitzed. He got a push.
No, that was.
I think it was.
No, that's just a block.
Oh no! It was, yeah, you're right. It was the zombie block.
Yeah, so he moves the ball carrier back a square, stays there.
Yeah. I think
Or moves
staying
up
there
a
is
square
good.
maybe, and then bring the tackler in behind the guarder.
Oh, you know what? I don't dislike that because it's like how do you clear that guy off actually?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then I guess the other two goals are going to come and be relatively near the action. So, if something goes wrong now, he's losing half his team.
Yeah. Well, if something goes wrong here, it is actually just game over.
Yeah. So, I guess blitz the blodger with the Saurus. That's 3. Push him inwards and go around the outside with a rush and a couple of dodges. Or just power the blodger, didn't we? Yeah. I heard you rolled a power once. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 dodges and a rush. And then he's going on turn 4.
So let's move the Saurus at the back first. Let's not forget about that. I don't think anyone else does anything because it all requires dodges, and you got 3 dodges to do already.
4, 5. Yeah, there's no point trying for a hit with a tackler. Could hit with the crux if you wanted to, but it's risky and not going to have a massive
Yeah,
impact
I don't
on the
even
game.
risk that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even risk that.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's, yeah. That has been the story of the game.
Yep. I really want to see when the game ends how many dodges were failed and succeeded, because I'm pretty sure it's still it's still more failed than successful.
So, does it tell you on here?
No, does
No. Not in a minute.
oh, yep, there's a dead Saurus
Nice,
just got
down.
pushed off the pitch.
Cover school. Just in case.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to go. No reason to.
When the pickup could send it out.
Exactly.
Two dice there. Where's that guy going? Just towards the ball. Yeah, I mean it's fairly solid.
The score is still on. Score is still on.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you can remove a dodge by coming out and then going back in. 2.
Yeah.
3,
It's
4,
it's
5,
basically
6, 7.
that's it. Yeah.
1,
Yeah, it's going that
2,
way.
3, 4, 5, 6 dodges, 4 at pickup and a rush. Could theoretically get rid of the first dodge, but it would be an uphill block on the mummy. It's probably not worth it.
The thing is, if he got a power there, he could have blitzed the mummy with the tackle to get rid of minimum 1, maybe 2 dodges, but yeah, I think you just got to go for it here.
Yeah. Guess run this guy around. Yeah. So it has to be this turn or next for him to have a chance of a draw. So 3, 4 dodges.
Pop
5.
dodge.
Oh.
Oh,
Was it the dodge or the rush?
that was the
Dodge roll 1. It was the dodge.
yeah. So he made the rush as well.
Yeah.
Actually, the last roll. That skink didn't die. So
Yeah, it's on the pitch at least.
Yeah.
But this, with the ghoul catching that, we're looking at 3 now, I'd imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the ghoul can get to the halfway line and on turn 5, and so it can easily get a third. You'd imagine.
I don't love taking that hit with the ghoul instead of with the zombie.
Yeah, because the ghoul could have moved around afterwards.
Yeah.
Or moved forward. Or if you wanted to be really frisky, you could hand off to the ghoul and run way out of range.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like especially if you got the power there. Yeah, if you got the power there, definitely just definitely has the option to
Yeah.
hand off.
The other option
leg it.
is the mummy could blitz. Obviously, blitzed this turn. Oh, he's blitz first thing, didn't he?
I think he probably just tucks behind here. Oh no,
The mummy can come in 3 to cover.
yeah, I was thinking the best place was between the other mummy and the and the naked ghoul.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
kind of
so
behind them.
yeah, so he's progressing, and he could have got an X cage, which would have got hit, but.
The thing is here, yeah, the way this is, the crocs can hit, because the bottom block Saurus hits the zombie marking the crocs, and the crocs just comes in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How's it go?
Yeah.
And even if he gets the push, that's tail that you've got.
Yeah.
On the ball.
So what are we at numbers wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lizards, and still 11 for the undead.
Oh, he's seen it. He's just seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Crocs can't now get on it though, unless he hits with the chameleon.
No, wait, he just can't now. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, he can, because he hits the guard with his block Saurus.
Yeah.
If they go down, he can 1 dice with the chameleon.
Yeah. Or even if they just get pushed away, he can still 1 dice with the chameleon. As long as the guard gets pushed off the chameleon.
So kind of a thing that Dazza just mentioned there about getting used to fumble.
Yeah.
So I was thinking going into this that my expectation was that at some point in this game Dazza was going to make a mistake, and the reason for that was because of unfamiliarity with the client. Also, that is these lizard dice have been awful.
Yeah.
But yeah. So my expectation was that Dazza was going to make a mistake due to unfamiliarity with fumble. Whether or not that would happen, just he would. It would just be a case of, does it happen in a way that doesn't make a difference, or does it end up being game determinative?
Yeah.
And right there, we've had that mistake. He's already 2-0 up, and the lizards are flying off the pitch and keep rolling goals and failing every dodge they do. So
it's not.
It was largely fun. Yeah.
Spalleghi said he did some practices with Dazza yesterday evening to get him used to fumble. So yeah, you just run that guy away. Run the other one, the blodger, around as well.
Yeah, that's it. You just mark these guys up, get that blodge around, make sure that Crocs is tagged.
You can even take a hit with a zombie on the Saurus if you want. If you put the Garter in, you've got 2 dice. In fact, you probably hit with the
don't follow.
now
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. He's done it.
I would have thought you hit with a Garter there, but there we go.
Maybe he wants the guard free for coming round.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say without that guy there, the Crocs could hero the dodge.
Yeah.
For the blitz, but not even
when
an
you're in
option
this sort
now.
of situation, that's the sort of thing that sort of play you try and make, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's also the kind of play that your opponent is like super fearful of, because I'm always like scared when it's like, okay, well the only option here is the lizard dodge. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He has just left the one in the end zone for a good few turns, so I think he's probably resigned to defeat a while ago.
I mean, these are these are some like you can't put this game down to like anyone played like particularly well, or even the like or even like anything that was bad. It's just when you fail this many one
Yeah.
in nines, what? And but then when the one in nines are also removals, what can you do?
Not a lot. I mean, we all have had these games at some point, right? It's one of those things. I think it's less bad on tabletop because you're at least having a chat and you don't feel you know that you've rolled the dice and it's not a machine. And another source off the pitch.
There's no need for that foul there. I
Yeah.
mean, I like a good foul, but come on, man, the game's over.
It's rubbing it a teeny bit because he's not going to do anything on his next turn other than score, is he? Or he shouldn't do anything on his next turn other than score. There's not really need for anything else.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, what was that Saurus doing? On this turn now, that Saurus, he gets up, does what?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you're absolutely right though. That, like, if you're playing this game on tabletop, I think I think if I'm playing Lizards here and I've had, after the first three failed dodges, and I'm 2-0 down, I'm every time I roll something bad, I'm having a laugh about it.
Yeah.
But if I'm playing this on Fumble, I'm probably like screaming at my computer, but like,
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
fucking having a laugh? Like,
Definitely. And Ahzek said he's just gonna go and have a good cry, um, which is fair. Can we see the stats of the game? Where would that be?
um,
Let's have a look. Matches,
yeah, let's pull them up.
and then dice stats. Okay, let me work out how to share this, and then we will do that.
Oh, I'm getting up
Cool.
Oh, are you trying to get up on the stream?
Yeah. Video. Display capture.
Right.
What am I doing? Good question. What am I doing?
Oh wow, this is. Oh, that's shocking.
Display capture. Window capture, maybe. Sorry, you can see my technical ineptitude. Google.
Oh, I'm looking at the stats here, and it's disgusting.
Cool. I can't work out how to share these, so
What you
uh,
so if you're in OBS, it would be a window capture, and then you just have to capture like whatever your browser is, and then just open up that page. You can pull that page open on its own separate window. That way you're not
Oh yeah, there we go.
flicking to whatever else.
Cool. There we go. That's fine. Yeah. So where? So
Yeah,
total,
down the bottom.
25 total dodges made by ahzek, and 3+ successful dodges. So 24 total, 9 were successful, 15 failed, which is not what you'd expect at all.
No, it's shocking.
So 15 out of 24, you're good 2/3 ish.
But then, like, you look at the armor rolls as well, and like 11 nines rolled by Dazza, and I think, considering that we have 13 injury rolls, and well, we only have 3 that are above 10, so a good chunk of those 11s were probably on the skinks.
Yeah.
Same with the 8s as well. So, and even then, it's like you look at his rolls for removals. So 8 of his 13 injuries were definite removals. So you rolled 3 7s. They could have been removals if they were on skinks, and only 2 that were definitely not removals. Whereas you look at it the other side, only 1 in 8 was a removal.
Yeah. it's just it was exceptionally one-sided, but
Yeah.
there we go. Dimmy, you can probably play Dodge now if you want. Let me give me 5 minutes just to confirm what all the fixtures are. But yeah, if you guys will want to play now, yeah, you're welcome to do so. I won't be sticking around to watch that because I'm on parental duties all weekend, and so we'll be up at probably about 6 o'clock with a screaming child. But yeah, thank you for the chat, Mike. It's been lovely. It's always nice to talk through a game with someone and understand if you're thinking what other people are thinking, or if you're
absolutely,
completely crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's been my pleasure. Oh, Daz has just popped in. Daz, you like for your second game on Fumble, that is insanely lucky that your opponent just failed well, he failed like 60% of his dodges, or that's just but enjoy the win. Well done. A win's a win at the end of the day.
Exactly. But yeah, thanks for chatting, Mike, and I will speak to you sometime soon, I'm sure.
Cool.
Take care.
In a bit.